Hey everyone, it's Uncle Dewan from Math+Coding Academy. Do you like to play basketball? Let's build a basketball game in Scratch. To create a new project, click on Create, and we can see the cat sprite. We don't need the cat sprite for the basketball game, so you can click on Delete and find a new sprite. Let's click on Sports and choose Cassie as our player sprite. We need to move Cassie left and right. So let's add the code for that. First, I'll drag Cassie down to the bottom of the screen and let's place Cassie right somewhere in the middle. Now, to start a new game, we need when green flag clicked. You can find this under the events. I'll bring when green flag clicked, and for something to happen forever, we need the forever block, which is under control. Next, we need the condition to move Cassie to the right and to the left. We use if blocks for conditions. To know which key I'm pressing, you need key pressed block. And I'll choose if right arrow is pressed, then I need the motion block, the move 10 steps. This moves Cassie to the right of the screen. And I can right click and duplicate and do the same thing for the left arrow. Let me zoom it in. Now, when you go to the left of the screen, then it actually becomes negative axis. The negative x-axis will mean that we have to change this 10 to negative 10. Now let's give our project a name. It's always a good practice to save your project. I'll call this Basketball Junior and hit save now. Now, if I click the green flag, I can move Cassie to the left and right. But that's it. It doesn't do anything else because we don't have the logic for throwing the ball yet. The background looks plain, so let's actually add a basketball backdrop. To do that, I'll choose a backdrop and let's select the basketball 1 backdrop. This looks already pretty good. Now, this is a backdrop. That means Scratch will not know that this is a basketball hoop. So we actually need a hoop sprite. You can choose a sprite. You can paint your own sprite. You can also upload a sprite if you have an image on your computer, and that's what I'll do. So I added this sprite from my computer. This is a hoop image. You can search on the internet for basketball hoop images. But this sprite is too big. I need to make it smaller. To do that, I can change the size. Let's make it 30. And I'll try to place this on this backdrop hoop. It seems it's still a bit bigger. So let me make it 25. It's now too small, so I'll make it 28. All right, that's about perfect. Next, I'll need the code for the basketball. But how do I add a code without a basketball sprite? So let me find a basketball sprite. I'll click on choose a sprite, and there's the basketball. When the game first starts, I want to hide the basketball. So I'll go to events, find when green flag clicked, and then from looks, I'll click hide. Every time you press space key, the player should throw the ball. That means I can go to sensing, I can go to events, and I can find when space key pressed, and go to motion. I'll find go to player. So here I have the player as Cassie. So let me change the sprite name to player. And when the space key is pressed, the ball will go to the player's position. And then I want the basketball to show. So I'll click on looks and find show. Next, I need a loop to get the ball, go from the player all the way to the hoop. What do we use for loops? We use forever or repeat. Let's bring repeat until. The basketball will go up until it touches the hoop or it touches the edge. For these conditions, we can find the operators. I'll select the OR operators. The first condition I'll use is if the basketball touches the edge. Let me move this to the left, and I'll move this over to the left as well. Or if the basketball touches the hoop. So until the basketball touches the edge or it touches the hoop, I want the basketball to go up. So that's why I need to use change y by 10 block. Change y by 10 means the basketball will keep going up. Next, I need a condition to check if the basketball touched the hoop. So from sensing, I can click on if touching hoop. Then I want to play a sound. Let's click on sound, and let's see if we have the cheer sound. We don't have the cheer sound here, but we can add it. I'll click on sound, go to the sound library, choose a sound, and find cheers under C, or I can even search it here. There you go. So now I have the cheer sound. It sounds something like this. So next, I'll click on sound and then bring play sound. Actually, let's use start sound cheer. The reason I'm not using play sound cheer until done is that means it will play the whole sound. So you won't be able to throw a ball until that sound is played. When your basketball touches the hoop, we also want the score to go up. But we haven't created a variable for a score yet, so let's do that. Let's click on variables, make a variable, and give this a name. I'll call this score, and this is for all sprites. So I'll change the score by 1 every time the basketball touches the hoop. Then I'll also hide the basketball so it doesn't show up. The hide block is under looks. All right, now let's play the game. It's always a good practice to save your project time to time. So I'll click the green flag. It seems I missed the first one. Let's try here. All right. I missed, but let me go to the left. Okay. So let's say I stop the game and my friend now wants to play the game. So my friend is starting the new game by clicking the green flag. But can you spot a bug in this code? You can pause the video and try to find a bug. You can see that my score is still there when a new game is started. That shouldn't happen. Every time you start a new game, the score should be 0. Can you guess where do you have to add a code? Every time when green flag clicked, you can set score to 0. So now that I've added set score to 0 when green flag clicked, save the project and then hit the green flag. Now you'll see when a new game is started, the score is 0. If you want to make this game a bit more challenging, you can add a high score to this project. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.